will call these public hearings to order. Aren't we recording, Ms. Rowland?
Oh, wait a minute. We are now.
All right, I will call these public hearings to order. My name is Ed Lewis. I'm Councilman at Large and President Pro Tem for the Massillon City Council, and I will be chairing these hearings this evening. The subject of these public hearings is ordinance number 127-2020 and ordinance number 136-2020. And this will provide an opportunity for the public to make their opinions known in these issues. It's not a dialogue or a question and answer session, so please keep that in mind. The chairperson of the Community Development Committee will be able to use her discretion in asking city officials for clarification on any issues presented. Notice of these hearings was made public and was published in the Independent on January 14th, 2021, as required by law. For the record, following council member, can we record what take roll call, please, Ms. Rowland.
Okay. Creamer.
Present.
Gregg.
Present.
Kane.
Here.
Lewis.
Present.
Littman.
Here.
Lombardi.
Here.
Slutes.
Here.
Sterrett.
Here.
Barrett.
Present.
President Eisnick. Roll call of 9 present.
All right, and we also have the following city officials in attendance.
Mayor Kathy Catazero Perry. Safety Service Director Barb Sylvester. Auditor Jane Ferraro. Chief Deputy Auditor Debbie Bonk. Chief Deputy Auditor Stephanie Myers. Law Director Justin Richard. Chief Counsel Bill Bartos.
Present.
Chief Engineer David Kroc. And/or Jason Popeil.
Yes, Jason's present.
Community Development Director Samantha Walters. Economic Development Director David Maley.
Present.
Parks and Rec Director Steve Pedro. Treasurer Maud Slagle. Police Chief Fisher. Fire Chief Burgasser. Income Tax Budget Director Lori Katagides Boron. Is there anyone from administration that is present that I did not call your name? Okay, that is it, President Pro Tem.
Thank you. At this point, we'll give anyone who wants to speak an opportunity to do so regarding ordinance number 127-2020. We ask that you state your name and address, and that you may make any comments you'd like regarding the rezoning of the parcel located on Noble Place Northwest. Is there anyone who would like to speak in favor of the proposed rezoning ordinances?
Mr. Lewis, this is Dave Maley. I believe Andy Husser from the applicant was supposed to be on the call. I'm not sure if he's on.
Yes,
Andy,
yes, I am here.
I think you might want to speak in favor of the ordinance.
Absolutely. Myself and 3 other investors are the investors in this property. We're looking to rezone it, obviously, from multifamily RM1 to R2, which would conform to all the neighboring properties. We have discussed this with a number of the neighboring residents, and we've received very much positive feedback for that, and we feel like that bringing that to a small housing development would be very good for that area, especially with the 2 access points that we have.
Thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to speak in favor? Seeing no one else wants to speak in favor, I will ask that anyone who would like to speak against the proposed changes to come forward now. Seeing that no one wants to speak against the changes, I will ask, are there any comments from council members this evening? Yes, Ms. Sarah.
Mr. Lewis, just being the head of the Community Development Committee, I will say that I received negative feedback on this proposed ordinance.
Was that you received no negative feedback?
Yes, sorry, I received no negative feedback on this proposed ordinance.
Thank you. Ms. Littman.
Thank you, Mr. Lewis. As the council person for the 6th Ward, where this property not received any negative comments regarding this allotment going in. In fact, in passing, there have been several positive comments. Again, as long as there is no variance requested from the actual R2 designation, they were very much in favor of seeing this allotment go in. Thank you.
All right, if there are no other comments, we will move on to the second ordinance for consideration this evening, or discussion this evening. Now we will give anyone who wants to speak an opportunity to do so on ordinance number 136 to 2020. We ask that you state your name and your address, and then make any comments you'd like to make regarding the rezoning the parcel located on Tremont Avenue Southeast. Is there anyone who would like to speak in favor of the proposed rezoning ordinance?
Yes, my name is Michael Fisher, 2500 Heidelberg Avenue Southeast, Maslin, 44646. I am the principal owner of Farrell Pools and Spas, which is a longtime city business that we are looking to get this rezoning done to expand the business at our current location. And again, I've had no negative feedback from anyone neighboring my property at all. Nothing but positive feedback, actually.
Thank you. Anyone else? Seeing no one else who wants to speak in favor, I will ask anyone who would like to speak against the proposed changes to come forward. Seeing no one who is coming forward to speak against, I would now ask if there are any members of council who would like to make additional comments. Ms. Starrett.
I will just indicate again that I have not received any negative feedback on this proposed change.
Thank you. Mr. Gregg.
Thank you, Mr. Lewis. As councilman for the 3rd Ward in which this business is located, I've not heard anything negative about it. And I know that this business is a longtime maslin business, and I would be thrilled to see it expand. So I'm totally in favor of this change.
Thank you. If there's no one else, then I'll say these ordinances are on council's February 16th, 2021 agenda for a vote to be taken regarding their passage. This public hearing is concluded. All right, Diane, we can just keep this line open then until 6:30?
Correct.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Does it take a while to go through?
Welcome to the Maslin City Council meeting for Tuesday, February 16th, 2021. We have in attendance with us the following city officials. Diane, if you would do a roll call.
Mayor Catazera Perry,
Good evening.
Safety Service Director Barb Sylvester,
Present.
Auditor Jane Ferraro, Chief Deputy Auditor Debbie Bonk,
Present.
Chief Deputy Auditor Stephanie Myers,
Present.
Law Director Justin Richard, Chief Counsel Bill Bartos,
Present.
Chief Engineer David Crock, Chief Engineer Jason Popeil,
Yes, I'm here.
Community Development Director Samantha Walters, Economic Development Director David Maley,
Present.
Parks and Rec Director Steve Pedro, Treasurer Mark Flagel, Police Chief Keith Moser,
Here.
Fire Chief Tom Bergasser, Income Tax Budget Director Lori Katagides Boron. Is there anyone from administration that I did not call your name that is on the call tonight? That's it, Madam President.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Terry Argent from the Health Department.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And welcome, everyone. Under number 5 on the agenda is where the public can speak on any item that appears on tonight's agenda. And then again, under number 17 is where the people can speak on any topic that does not appear on tonight's agenda. I would like to ask anyone that's not speaking to please mute your mic so we do not have any background interference. Thank you. Roll call.
Creamer,
Present.
Gregg,
Present.
Kane,
Here.
Lewis,
Present.
Littman,
Here.
Lombardi,
Here.
Sloots,
Here.
Starrett,
Here.
and Ferret.
Present.
Roll call of 9 present.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. All present and accounted for. Councilman Hernkane will lead us in the invocation and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Madam President. Please stand if you're able and join me for the prayer and the pledge. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Councilman Hernkane. Madam Clerk, are the minutes of the previous meeting transcribed and open for public viewing?
Yes, they are.
Are there any additions or corrections to be made?
No, there are not.
Then the minutes stand approved as written. We are at number 5 on the agenda where the public can speak on any item that does appear on tonight's agenda. If you wish to do so, please state your name, address, and topic you wish to discuss. And please limit your comments to 3 minutes. Hearing none, we'll move into.
I'm sorry, I just hit the unmute there. This is for the part where it's not on the meeting?
No, it is on the meeting.
Okay, I apologize.
That's okay. We'll talk to you at the end, George. Thank you. Anyone else? Okay. We'll move into new and miscellaneous business. Does anyone have anything? All right. Introduction of ordinances and resolutions. Ordinance number 15, 2021.
An ordinance amending occupation list of class titles 705-730 Health Department in the city of Massillon, Ohio, and declaring an emergency.
Councilman Gregg?
Thank you, Madam President. This, as we discussed in our committee meeting this past week, this is a request for legislation by the Health Department to be able to fill a position that where an individual is retiring, but also to combine positions so that to better suit the needs of the Health Department. Are there any questions? I believe Terry Argent is on the line with us. Are there any questions or comments from City Council? Okay, hearing and seeing none, I see no reason to delay this legislation, so I'd like to make a motion that we suspend the rules requiring 3 readings of the legislation and bring forward this legislation for a vote.
Seconded by?
Kern Kane.
Roll call for suspension.
Gregg,
Yes.
Kern Kane,
Yes.
Lewis,
Yes.
Littman,
Yes.
Lombardi,
Yes.
Slutes.
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
Barrett, and
Yes.
Creamer.
Yes.
9 yes for suspension.
And for passage.
Kern Kane,
Yes.
Lewis,
Yes.
Littman,
Yes.
Lombardi,
Yes.
Slutes,
Yes.
Starrett,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
Creamer,
Yes.
and Gregg.
Yes.
9 yes for passage.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Ordinance number 15, 2021 has passed. Ordinance number 16, 2021.
An ordinance to accept the dedication of the road right-of-way and easements for Country View Meadows, Phase 2 Subdivision, Maslin, Ohio.
Councilman Barrett?
Yes, this is, I've already been through planning commission and I believe this one does this one have the emergency language on it?
Councilman Gregg is shaking his head no.
That's right, I'm sorry. Then we can do this with first reading. If there's any comments to this?
Seeing none, ordinance number 16, 2021 has received first reading.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ordinance number 17, 2021.
An ordinance authorizing the Director of Public Service and Safety of the City of Massillon, Ohio, to advertise for and receive sealed bids according to law and to enter into a contract with the lowest and best bidder upon the approval of the Board of Control for the 2021 Community Development Block Grant, CDBG, Target Neighborhood Resurfacing Program in the City of Massillon, Ohio, and declaring an emergency.
Councilman Barrett?
Yeah, thank you, President Isnick. This one is just to get bids. And again, we've been through this. The understanding is that the sooner we get bids out, the best opportunity we have to get good contractors in there. So if there's any questions, I know Engineer Popeil's on the line if anyone has any questions about this. Seeing none, then I'd like to make a motion that we suspend the rules requiring 3 readings and move this piece to for a vote tonight.
Seconded by,
Creamer,
roll call for suspension.
Lewis,
Yes.
Littman,
Yes.
Lombardi,
Yes.
Sloots,
Yes.
Starrett,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes?
Kramer,
yes.
Yes.
and Hernkane.
Yes.
9 yes for suspension on ordinance number 17-2021.
And for passage.
Littman,
Yes.
Lombardi,
Yes.
Sloots,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
Kramer,
Yes.
Craig,
Yes.
Hernkane,
Yes.
and Lewis.
Yes.
9 yes for passage. Thank you, Madam Clerk. Ordinance number 17-2021 has passed. Ordinance number 18-2021.
An ordinance authorizing the Director of Public Service and Safety of the City of Massillon, Ohio, to advertise for and receive sealed bids according to law and to enter into a contract with the lowest and best bidder upon the approval of the Board of Control for the 2021 Catch Basin Replacement Project 1 in the City of Massillon, Ohio, and declaring an emergency.
Councilman Barrett.
Thank you, President Leslie. Again, this is another opportunity for us to get the bids out for our catch basin replacement. If there's any questions again on this one, then Jason is also on the line. Any questions for this or comments? Seeing none, then I'd make a motion that we waive the rules requiring 3 readings and move ordinance number 18-2021 forward for a vote.
Seconded by,
Creamer,
roll call for suspension.
Lombardi,
Yes.
Sloots,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes?
Kramer,
yes.
Craig,
Yes.
Hernkane,
Yes.
Lewis,
Yes.
and Littman.
Yes.
9 yes for suspension.
And for passage.
Sloots,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes?
Kramer,
Yes.
Yes.
Hernkane,
Yes.
Lewis,
Yes.
Littman,
Yes.
and Lombardi.
Yes.
9 yes for passage.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Ordinance number 18-2021 has passed. Ordinance number 19-2021.
An ordinance authorizing the Director of Public Service and Safety of the City of Massillon, Ohio, to advertise for and receive sealed bids according to law and to enter into a contract with the lowest and best bidder upon the approval of the Board of Control for the 2021 Catch Basin Replacement Project number 2 in the City of Massillon, Ohio, and declaring an emergency.
Councilman Barrett.
Thank you, President Leslie. Again, this is the phase 2 of the catch basins for the year replacement project. Again, the sooner we get the bids out, the sooner we have contractors willing to do it. Are there any questions or comments from council? Seeing none, I make a motion that we waive the rule requiring 3 readings and move ordinance 19-2021 forward for a vote tonight.
Seconded by,
Creamer,
roll call for suspension.
Starrett,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes?
Kramer,
yes.
Craig,
Yes.
Kane,
Yes.
Lewis,
Yes.
Littman,
Yes.
Lombardi,
Yes.
and Sloots.
Yes.
9 yes for suspension.
And for passage.
Barrett,
Yes.
Creamer,
yes,
Yes.
Kern Kane,
Yes.
Lewis,
Yes.
Littman,
Yes.
Lombardi,
Yes.
Sloots,
Yes.
Barrett,
yes,
9 yes for passage.
Ordinance number 19, 2021 has passed. Ordinance
No.
number,
No. That was ordinance number 19, Madam President.
isn't that what I said?
I thought you said 21.
I thought I said 19, but I will read again. Ordinance number 19, 2021 has passed. Did
Thank
I say 21?
I might have just caught the 21 on the end when you were given the year.
All right. I do make mistakes, not a problem.
We all do.
Ordinance number 2021.
An ordinance authorizing the Director of Public Service and Safety of the City of Massillon, Ohio, to advertise for and receive sealed bids according to law and to enter into a contract with the lowest and best bidder upon the approval of the Board of Control for the 2021 MRF Erie Street South Resurfacing Project 2 in the City of Massillon, Ohio, and declaring an emergency.
Councilman Barrett.
Thank you, President Lustig. Again, this is another opportunity for us to get bids for this project, to get them in, get them done. The South Erie project. Is there any questions or comments from council? Seeing none, I make a motion that we waive the rules requiring 3 readings. Move ordinance 20-2021 forward for a vote.
Seconded by,
Creamer,
roll call for suspension.
Creamer,
yes,
Egg,
Yes.
Kern Kane,
Yes.
Lewis,
Yes.
Pittman,
Yes.
Lombardi,
Yes.
Sloots,
Yes.
Barrett, and Barrett.
Yes.
9 yes for suspension.
And for passage.
Gregg,
Yes.
Kern Kane,
Yes.
Lewis,
Yes.
Littman,
Yes.
Lombardi,
Yes.
Sloots,
Yes.
Barrett,
yes,
Barrett,
Yes.
and Creamer.
yes,
9 yes for passage.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Ordinance number 2021 has passed. Ordinance number 21, 2021.
An ordinance authorizing the Director of Public Service and Safety of the City of Massillon, Ohio, to advertise for and receive sealed bids according to law and to enter into contract with the lowest and best bidder upon the approval of the Board of Control for the 2021 Castle West Underdrain Improvement Project in the City of Massillon, Ohio, and declaring an emergency.
Councilman Barrett.
Thank you again, President Lustig. Again, this is the last one this evening that is requiring us to authorize the safety director to get bids on this project. Is there any comments or concerns from council? Seeing none, I make a motion that we waive the rule requiring 3 readings and move ordinance 21-2021 forward for a vote.
Seconded by,
Creamer,
roll call for suspension.
Kern Kane,
Yes.
Lewis,
Yes.
Littman,
Yes.
Lombardi,
Yes.
Sloots,
Yes.
Derrick,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
Creamer,
yes,
and Gregg.
Yes.
9 yes for suspension.
And for passage.
Lewis,
Yes.
Littman,
Yes.
Lombardi,
Yes.
Slutes,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
Creamer,
yes,
Gregg,
Yes.
and Hernkane.
Yes.
9 yes for passage.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Ordinance number 21, 2021 has passed. Ordinance number 22, 2021.
An ordinance making certain appropriations from the unappropriated balance of the 2020 foreclosure property administration fund for the year ending December 31st, 2021, and declaring an emergency.
Councilman Lewis.
Yes, this allocation will assist us in addressing vacant properties that are blighted, as discussed at the last meeting. Are there any questions or discussion this evening? Seeing none, I make a motion, we suspend the rules requiring 3 readings, bringing ordinance number 22-2021 forward for a vote.
Seconded by.
Starrett.
Roll call for suspension.
Littman,
Yes.
Lombardi,
Yes.
Slutes,
Yes.
Starrett,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
Creamer,
yes,
Gregg,
Yes.
Hernkane,
Yes.
and Lewis.
Yes.
For
9 yes.
suspension.
And for passage.
Lombardi,
Yes.
Slutes,
Yes.
Starrett,
Yes.
Barrett, Barrett,
Yes.
Creamer,
yes,
Gregg,
Yes.
Hernkane,
Yes.
Lewis,
Yes.
and Littman.
Yes.
9 yes for passage.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Ordinance number 22, 2021 has passed. Ordinance number 23, 2021.
An ordinance making certain appropriations from the unappropriated balance of the 1100 general fund for the sidewalk replacement program for the year ending December 31st, 2021, and declaring an emergency.
Councilman Lewis.
Yes, this will allow homeowners and business owners to be able to apply to be able to receive some assistance when doing sidewalk replacement. I do believe it brings value to our community. My only question I have, is there any reason that is known that it must be voted on tonight? I'll entertain a comment from a member of the administration, Madam President.
Ms. Sylvester, Mayor, Mr. Maley.
This is Barb Sylvester. I can answer. The emergency language is on there because as the ordinance is written, the applications have to be submitted to the city by April the 30th. It's the end of April. So we're closing in on that time. And as the mayor notified everyone at the work session that we are getting calls here at the city inquiring about it because residents have been aware that the ordinance was passed. And so that is the reason that we did put the emergency language on there for a timely process for the applications that'll come in.
Thank you.
Is that okay, Mr. Lewis?
Yes. Does anyone in the finance committee have an issue with just moving forward this evening? Seeing no objections. Any other comments from members of council? I make a motion that we suspend the rules requiring 3 readings, bringing ordinance number 23-2021 forward for a vote.
Seconded by.
Councilman Gregg?
Roll call for suspension.
Slutes,
Yes.
Starrett,
Yes.
Starrett, Barrett? You're,
Yes.
Creamer?
Yes.
Craig?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Lewis?
Yes.
Littman?
Yes.
And Lombardi.
Yes.
9 yes for suspension.
And for passage.
Jarrett?
Yes.
Barrett?
Yes.
Creamer?
Yes.
Craig?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Yes.
Littman?
Yes.
Lombardi?
Yes.
And Sloots.
Yes.
9 yes for passage.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Ordinance number 23, 2021 has passed. Ordinance number 24, 2021.
An ordinance making certain appropriations from the unappropriated balance of the 1304 Bond Retirement Senior Housing Fund for the year ending December 31st, 2021, and declaring an emergency.
Councilman Lewis.
Yes, this is an appropriation for $430,000. Is there any discussion tonight regarding this? Seeing none, I make a motion we suspend the rules requiring 3 readings, bring ordinance number 24-2021 forward for a vote.
Seconded by.
Councilwoman Starrett.
Roll call for suspension.
Barrett, I'm sorry. Barrett,
Yes.
Creamer,
Yes.
Craig,
Yes.
Kane,
Yes.
Lewis,
Yes.
Littman,
Yes.
Lombardi,
Yes.
Sloots,
Yes.
and Starrett. Starrett,
Yes.
9 yes for suspension.
And for passage.
Creamer,
Yes.
Yes.
Kane,
Yes.
Lewis,
Yes.
Littman,
Yes.
Lombardi,
Yes.
Sloots,
Yes.
Starrett,
Yes.
and Barrett.
Yes.
9 yes for passage.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Ordinance number 24, 2021 has passed. Ordinance number 25, 2021.
An ordinance making certain appropriations from the unappropriated balance of the 1100 General Fund for unemployment benefits for the year ending December 31st, 2021, and declaring an emergency.
Councilman Lewis.
Yes. As discussed, this is related to something that is being seen throughout the state, where falsified unemployment claims are being made. The city is working to make sure all false claims are corrected and things are done in the appropriate manner. But we do need a little bit of an appropriation in that account while we work through these processes and struggles. Are there any questions or discussion this evening? Seeing none, I make a motion we suspend the rules requiring 3 readings, bringing ordinance number 25-2021 forward for a vote.
Seconded by.
Councilman Gregg?
Roll call for suspension.
Gregg,
Yes.
Kane,
Yes.
Lewis,
Yes.
Littman,
Yes.
Lombardi,
Yes.
Sloots,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
and Creamer.
Yes.
9 yes for suspension.
And for passage.
Kane,
Yes.
Lewis,
Yes.
Littman,
Yes.
Lombardi,
Yes.
Sloots,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
Creamer,
Yes.
and Gregg.
Yes.
9 yes for
Thank you, Madam
passage.
Clerk. Ordinance number 25, 2021 has passed. Ordinance number 26, 2021.
An ordinance making certain appropriations from the unappropriated balance of the 1421 wastewater treatment plant upgrade fund for the year ending December 31st, 2021, and declaring an emergency.
Councilman Lewis.
Yes, is there any discussion this evening regarding this piece of legislation? Seeing none, I make a motion that we suspend the rules requiring 3 readings, bring ordinance number 26-2021 forward for a vote.
Seconded by.
Councilwoman Starrett.
Roll call for suspension.
Lewis,
Yes.
Littman,
Yes.
Lombardi,
Yes.
Lutz,
Yes.
Garrett,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
Kramer,
Yes.
Yes.
and Hernking.
Yes.
9 yes for suspension.
And for passage.
Littman,
Yes.
Lombardi,
Yes.
Lutz,
Yes.
Brett,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
Kramer,
Yes.
Egg,
Yes.
Hernking,
Yes.
and Lewis.
Yes.
9 yes for passage.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Ordinance number 26, 2021 has passed. Resolution number 4, 2021.
A resolution authorizing the sale during calendar year 2021 of city-owned motor vehicles and pieces of related equipment which are not needed for public use or are obsolete or unfit for the use for which they were acquired by internet auction and declaring the same to be an emergency.
Councilman Lewis.
Yes, Madam President, I'd like to call upon Safety Service Director Sylvester.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I know we had brought this up last week. Is there a list of vehicles that you have in mind already?
Right now, the only vehicle that we do have in mind is there was a maintenance vehicle that we did have from the hospital at Affinity that the maintenance person was using, and so we'll no longer have a use for that. So that is the one vehicle that we do have at this time. And if you recall, last year when I put this together, it was later into the year. So we wanted to be in advance this year and have it in place for any revenue that we're able to bring into the city for any vehicles that are no longer of use. Just when we did that for the last few months of last year, the total that we brought in revenue was $56,375. So that's the reason we're wanting to put it in place now in advance.
Thank you, Ms. Sylvester.
You're welcome.
I don't have any questions.
Councilwoman Littman.
Thank you, Madam President. I just have a question of the Safety Service Director as well. I'm sure that there is a fee that we pay to the internet provider of this site. Could she inform us as to what percentage of the sale we pay for the internet sale?
I could get that information and send it to you at that time. This is the site that the public entities do use, and I can give you all of the information on that.
That's fine. I was just wondering what the fee is that we're paying. Thank you.
Any other questions or concerns? Councilman Lewis.
All right, I make a motion that we suspend the rules requiring 3 readings, bringing resolution number 4-2021 forward for a vote.
Seconded by.
Councilman Gregg.
Roll call for suspension.
Lombardi,
Yes.
Sloops,
Yes.
Starrett,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
Creamer,
Yes.
Craig,
Yes.
Hearn Kane,
Yes.
Lewis,
Yes.
and Littman.
Yes.
9 yes for suspension.
And for passage?
Sloots,
Yes.
Sterrett,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
Creamer,
Yes.
Gregg,
Yes.
Hearn Kane,
Yes.
Lewis,
Yes.
Littman,
Yes.
and Lombardi.
Yes.
9 yes for passage.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Or resolution number 4, 2021 is passed. Madam Clerk, is there any unfinished business?
No, there is not.
Are there any petitions and general communications?
Yes, we have a request for a new liquor license for Tiger Island Mexican Grill LLC, located at 426 3rd Street Southeast, Maslin, Ohio, 44646. This location is formerly the Coffee Cup, and the permit class is D3 and is located in Ward 3.
Has Councilman Gregg received this information?
Yes, I have.
Are there any questions or concerns?
I have none.
Anyone else? Seeing none. Roll call? No?
No, no, ma'am.
Okay, then I guess it's granted. Petitions, general communications. Any bills, accounts, and claims?
We have a bill in the amount of $1,390.40 for the publication of our December ordinances. And we have a bill in the amount of $125.99 for my wireless printer. Yay. And a bill in the amount of $64.98 for the ink cartridges, one black and one color. Total amount of bills comes to $1,581.37.
Councilman Lewis,
I make a motion to pay the bills.
seconded by,
Councilwoman Sterrett.
roll call?
Sterrett,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
Creamer,
Yes.
Yes.
Hearn Kane,
Yes.
Lewis,
Yes.
Littman,
Yes.
Lombardi,
Yes.
and Sloots.
Yes.
9 yes to pay the bill.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. The clerk will pay the bills and charge them to their proper accounts. Reports from city officials. Do we have any?
Yes, we had the auditor's report for January 2021. Did everyone receive their copy? Okay.
Councilman Lewis,
I make a motion that we accept the auditor's report.
seconded by,
Councilman Gregg?
roll call?
Barrett, Barrett,
Yes.
Creamer,
Yes.
Gregg,
Yes.
Hearn Kane,
Yes.
Lewis,
Yes.
Littman,
Yes.
Lombardi,
Yes.
Sloots,
Yes.
and Sterrett.
Yes.
9 yes to accept the auditor's report.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. The auditor's report for January 2021 has been accepted. Reports of committees. Our next work session will be next Monday, February 22nd, 2021 at 6:30.
Madam President,
Yes.
there will also be a Rules and Civil Service Committee meeting at 6 o'clock.
Okay. Anyone else?
Isn't that health and welfare?
Is it health and welfare?
I believe it is Diane.
Okay,
Did not call a meeting for rules and courts.
okay. Health and welfare. Who's in charge of health and welfare?
Jamie Sloats.
And that is in regards to the,
Rentals.
okay, okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else have anything? All right, resolutions and request of council members. Councilman Hernkane.
Thank you, Madam President. Recently, I met with Amy Hopkins, who is the new Regional External Affairs Director at First Energy. Her office is here in Maslin on South Erie Street. She wanted to introduce herself to City Council, and with our current remote setup, I suggested if she was willing to call in maybe at our next work session for a brief 5-minute introduction so the members of council can kind of, well, I guess you can't put a face over the phone, but at least get a name as the new lady in charge at First Energy, if that would be okay. Won't take long.
That would be fine.
Councilman Hernkane,
Yes, ma'am.
if you would have her call me or send me her email address, I can send her the meeting link.
I will do that.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Mhm.
Anyone else? Okay. Call of the calendar. Ordinance number 127, 2021.
Ordinance number 127, 2020 is an ordinance that was tabled January 4th until February 16th, 2021.
Should that be 2021, Diane? You said 2020.
No, it was last year, Council President.
Okay, mine says 2021. I thought you said January. Okay, thank you.
Okay, I apologize. Is an ordinance amending section 1151.02 of the Maslin Code of 1985, rezoning a certain tract of land from MR1 multifamily residential to MR2 one-family residential and declaring an emergency.
Councilwoman Starrett.
Thank you, Madam President. Couple things before I ask that we vote on this ordinance and the next ordinance. These comments will apply to both of them. First off, we did have our public hearing tonight on ordinance number 127 and 136-2020. We did not have anybody in attendance speaking negatively upon the ordinance, and we did have some favorable comments. Also, everybody should have received an email from Mr. Bartos from the Law Department. These ordinances were given placed on the agenda with emergency language. I'm going to be asking to amend that tonight and remove the emergency language. One, because it just doesn't seem to be necessary for zoning ordinances, and two, there's actually some Supreme Court case law out there now that states that the Ohio Revised Code section that allows for emergency language should not be applying to zoning ordinances and rezoning ordinances. So that needs to be removed so we can make sure that we're doing things properly. Any questions on that? Okay, at this time, I would make it. Yes, well, Madam President, if Mr. Bartos.
Go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to say I sent that email just to you as the chairwoman of the committee and the council president, just to clarify, because the motion would need to be made tonight. But I'll be happy to send it to all members of council tomorrow just to clarify. But we did have the similar discussion during the progressive rezoning discussion, if all members will remember, because of the issue with the having the emergency language in the zoning, and we actually did not have that language in that ordinance. These ordinances kind of came to be during my COVID absence, so that's why these amendments are necessary. So it won't happen again.
That's quite all right. Councilwoman Starrett.
Councilwoman Starrett.
Yes.
I believe I submitted sent the versions to council members as well. Did you not receive them?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Yes, we received those.
Okay.
Okay. At this time, I would ask that we amend ordinance number 127-2020 to remove emergency language from the ordinance.
Seconded by,
Lewis,
roll call for the amendment.
Creamer,
Yes.
Gregg,
Yes.
Kern Kane,
Yes.
Lewis,
yes.
Littman,
Yes.
Lombardi,
Yes.
Sloots,
Yes.
Yes.
and Barrett.
Yes.
9 yes to amend ordinance number 127, 2020 to delete the emergency language as per stated by Councilwoman Sterrett and Chief Counsel Bartos.
Thank you. Ordinance number 127-2020 has been amended to remove emergency language. Councilwoman Sterrett,
Thank you, Madam President. That brings this back to first reading. So at this time, I would ask that we waive the rules requiring 3 readings and bring ordinance number 127-2020 forward for a vote tonight.
seconded by,
Lewis,
roll call for suspension.
Gregg,
Yes.
Kern Kane,
Yes.
Lewis,
yes.
Littman, Lombardi,
Yes.
Sloots,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
Barrett, Barrett,
Yes.
and Creamer.
Yes.
9 yes for suspension.
And for passage.
Kern Kane,
Yes.
Lewis,
Yes.
Littman,
Yes.
Lombardi, Lombardi,
Yes.
Sloots,
Yes.
Garrett,
Yes.
Garrett,
Yes.
Creamer,
Yes.
and Gregg.
Yes.
9 yes for suspension.
For passage. Diane.
9 yes for passage.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Ordinance number 127-2020 has passed. Ordinance number 136, is this 2021 or 2020?
2020.
Thank you.
This ordinance was tabled January 19th, 2021 until February 16th, 2021. An ordinance amending section 1151.02 of the Maslin Code of 1985, rezoning certain tracts of land from R1 family residential to B1 local business and declaring an emergency.
Councilwoman Sterrett.
Thank you, Madam President. I also intend to amend this to remove emergency language tonight, but before I do that, is there any further discussion on this ordinance? Seeing none, I make a motion that we amend ordinance number 136-2020 to remove emergency language.
Seconded by,
Lewis,
roll call for the amendment.
Lewis, no. Yeah, Lewis,
yes.
Littman,
Yes.
Lombardi,
Yes.
Sloots,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
Kramer,
Yes.
Egg,
Yes.
Kern Kane.
Yes.
I believe that's 9 yes to amend ordinance number 136, 2020 to remove the emergency language.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Ordinance number 136-2020 has been amended to remove the emergency language. Councilwoman Sterrett, I have a question, and if this is a stupid question, I apologize. So in order to suspend the rules, does it need emergency language?
No, emergency language is to make the ordinance go into immediate effect for things like the health and safety of the municipality.
Thank you. Councilwoman Starrett.
Thank you, Madam President. This brings this ordinance back to first reading. So at this time, I would ask that we waive the rules requiring 3 readings and bring ordinance number 136-2020 forward for a vote.
Seconded by,
Lewis,
roll call for suspension.
Lippman,
Yes.
Lombardi,
Yes.
Sluse, Barrett,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
Creamer,
Yes.
Creamer,
Yes.
Gregg,
Yes.
Hearn Kane,
Yes.
9 yes,
For
9
suspension
ye- 9 yes for suspension, yes.
and for passage.
Lombardi,
Yes.
Slutes,
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
Barrett, Barrett,
Yes.
Creamer,
Yes.
Gregg,
Yes.
Hearn Kane,
Yes.
Lewis,
yes.
Lippman.
Yes.
9 yes for passage.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Ordinance number 136-2020 has passed. There are no third reading ordinances and resolutions, nor are there any second reading ordinances and resolutions. So we have arrived at number 17 on the agenda, where anyone from the community can speak on any item that did not appear on tonight's agenda. If you wish to do so, please state your name, address, and topic you wish to discuss, and please limit your comments to 3 minutes. Yes. Go ahead, George.
Okay, wasn't sure if you had to stand in line or not, but I recently saw some things online. Well, my name's George Simmons. Sorry, George Simmons, and I actually don't live in Maslin, but I go ahead.
And your address for the record?
Property, just go with 1730 Huron Street. I own rentals back there in Walnut Hills. And I've seen, this is about the fees you guys are about to, or you're going to talk about putting on, and I've seen some chatter already starting online, and I just wasn't sure if there's going to be a workshop to talk about things back and forth, because I own properties in Canton and in Maslin. And in Canton, I'm not really, and North Canton, and just the way that they're done is not really too favorable to a landlord, and I've had great success in Maslin, and I actually been selling my properties in other places and buying more in Maslin because I've been working with Jim Johnson. And if there's ever an issue on any of my properties, I get an email or a letter in the mail, and you know, I address them quickly. And Canton has something where they charge $80 a year, and landlords don't really get anything for that $80. So while you guys are discussing, you know, how to exactly go about doing these fees and stuff, I know there are some unfavorable landlords in the area that I won't say their names, but instead of imposing something that basically penalizes everybody that has a rental in Maslin, maybe something that's more based on merit, or if we keep our properties up, or if we get, you know, if we get tagged for something, you'll get a warning. If you get tagged again, then the fees will start coming out. Maybe you can make it more heavy inspection fees, you know, so if you guys got to keep wasting your time to come out to inspect and inspect and inspect, start tagging them and making them pay more money. And if they get X amount of bad tags from you guys, then their fee would go up. Canton used to be $20 a year. That was okay. But again, the landlords don't really get anything out of that. And I don't mind if you guys charge something, but I need something out of that other than hiring more people to find me more money. So if there's something that can be done to help us keep the properties nice and to follow the rules, I'm all for it. I said I have a great working relationship with you guys, and I would just like to know, like, is there going to be a workshop, or is there something we can do to maybe throw ideas back and forth, or something that would work for you guys and work for the landlords instead of just rubber stamping a fee and not really getting much out of it. And that's, I don't know if I exceeded my 3 minutes or not, but that's just kind of what I wanted to say / ask.
Thank you, George. This is not a Q&A.
Okay.
But is there somebody that he could call to get an answer from that?
Madam President, I mean, in my opinion, he could communicate with the chairperson of Health and Welfare, and they could work it out that way.
Okay. And that
What's
is
that?
Councilman Slutz? Yes?
Yes.
Councilman Slutz?
Yes, SLUTZ.
I can look up that info. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your comments. Councilman Barrett?
You could also tune in next week,
At 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock. We'll be discussing
O'clock,
this
we'll be discussing
very
it.
topic.
Is that gonna be Monday or Tuesday?
Monday.
Monday.
Monday at 6, okay.
Okay.
Awesome, thank you. I'm a day or I'm a week early.
Anyone else? Anyone else from the community would like to speak? Hearing none. Councilman Hernkane,
I move that we adjourn.
seconded by,
Whitman.
meeting adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Hey, Diane, are you still there?
Yes, I am.
Did you skip